Rachel Agatha Keane, more known as Raye, is one of those artists that was meant to blow up on TikTok. She has had several songs go viral on the platform for now, and I think that this is thanks to her unique sound, which sets really a cinematographic atmosphere, which works really well on the platform. Whether she boosts your confidence with hits such as You Don't Know Me, or she writes you the hot Heartbroken Girl anthem, Raye knows how to strike a chord with her music, and this is the reason why she is going viral so powerfully on TikTok. Like many of you, I discovered Raye as the girl on the background of DJ collabs, but I rediscovered her at the end of 2022 with her single Escapism that went viral on the platform. At first, I didn't even put two and two together. I didn't recognize her, even her voice, and that is because our girl Raye has changed a lot in the last years. Like, we are talking Mia Mignonette Vernopolis Rinaldi magnitude of change. But the reason she changed so much isn't because her royal grandma came to swoop her feet, but rather because she escaped from a record label.
Damn, Daniel!
I will tell you everything, but first. Raye was born on October 24th, 1997 in London. According to my favorite website, Famous Birthdays, she is the 12th most popular 25-year-old Scorpio singer. Does that remind you of anything? Also, Noah Sebastian apparently is the 23rd most famous 27-year-old Scorpio person. Yeah, I don't know what is up with all these Scorpio singers popping up in my life, but please don't stop. In my humble opinion, Raye is one of those artists that would have made it in the music industry no matter what, because she was really so passionate so young. She also had the skills and the artistic aura that it takes to make it at 14. And I want you to think about what you were doing at 14. Our little girl, Raye, was going to the studio after school to work with producers and learn how to write music professionally. Damn. She also attended the Brit School, as in the Adele, Amy Winehouse, Tom Holland, Leona Lewis, Jessie J Brit School, yeah. But she dropped off because she felt confined despite the fact that she was learning a lot. That is kind of a badass move, I'm not going to lie to you. So Polydor is a German-British record label that operates as part of Universal Music Group. In 2014, at only 17, Raye signed a 7-year contract with them, a decision that would cost her a lot of time and energy, but I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. So she kept working on her musical skills under Polydor, and then she released her first EP, Welcome to the Winter, on December 11th, 2014. So that was quite a long time ago. She kept working, and on August 11th, 2016, she released her second EP, Second. So all of this was cute, right? Our little Raye is young, she is talented, she is writing good music, but now she needs to break through. And what do we do when we want a young female pop star to break through? That's right, we put her on a DJ collab, which brought us By Your Side with Jonas Blue, which was released on October 28, 2016. So now that we've checked the DJ collab, what do? Right, we start working on our own Just Dance by Lady Gaga single that will break us through for our own music. So we start writing it, right? Yeah, and then we release it. No, first Polydor asked Raye to put a DJ on the collab, which she wasn't too happy about that. She still had to go for it, and in 2018 she released You Don't Know Me with Jax Jones. And when I tell you this music broke ass when it comes to records, like, it was everywhere. Nightclub, all the shops, it was all the time on the radio. I heard it so many times, like, this song is like just ingrained in my brain. Anyway, now that we've had such a successful music, we can start writing our album and then we can release it, right? No, wrong. Unfortunately, during the 7 years Raye was signed under Polydor, they did not let her release a single album. With the way her songs such as You Don't Know Me were exploding every single time, they really saw Raye as a good songwriter that they could keep to write songs for other artists or for DJ collabs, but that was it. They let her release some of her own music, but they never put any marketing behind them. And then the songs weren't working, and they were using this as proof that she wasn't really meant to write her own music and release it, but rather write the songs for the collabs and everything, because that was what was working. So she kind of got stuck in a loop until a Taylor Swift Eras Tours magneted event happened to our Lil Raye. Beyoncé wanted her song Bigger on the Lion King album. So yay! Finally, with this bombastic event, Polydor finally let her release an album. No, that's a lie. Did you not listen to what I just said right before? So this happened, but our Lil Raye was still stuck by Polydor. So we got even more songs with DJs in 2019 and 2020. Our Lil Raye started to get a little depressed, but the event with Beyoncé really gave her a lot of confidence in her own artistry, in her own music, and she kept going. All of this to me is a brutal example of the way a label can actually really screw you as an artist. This is actually crazy because as an artist, signing with a record label, it seems like the grail. It is the first step to your stairway to heaven. You finally have the resources to put your music out there, to show it to people, and you can just focus on your skill, on your music, on your songs. But sometimes it just turns sour and your life goes to shit for it. Signing an artist and keeping them from releasing an album for 7 years is actually crazy, and sometimes I'm just even wondering, why did Polydor sign Raye? So to any artist out there, let this be a lesson that you really need a good lawyer when you are signing with a record label, and that you really need to work on your departure clause. Because that's right, if I am talking about Raye today, it is because our girl managed to get out of this toxic relationship. In June 2021, she posted a video on Twitter where she was explaining the whole situation, what her record label was putting her through, the way they were blocking her from releasing music, and a month later, in July 2021, both Raye and Polydor communicated on the fact that they parted ways after her 7 years contract was coming to terms. Take note that Raye got a lot of support after she released this statement, and she even got the support of artists such as Charlie XCX, MNEK, and Rina Sawayama, other women who had been kind of screwed at times in the music industry. And after she departed from Polydor, Raye kept going as an independent artist, free to release her own music after years with Polydor. And because of all the friends she had made along the way during the 7 years she was signed with Polydor, Raye was able to very successfully continue her career as an independent artist in the following years. And she was finally able to release her own songs. She even references this feeling of freedom in her song Fin on her album by saying, "I waited 7 years for this moment.
Finally, my 21st century blues is now ours forever."
So as I was saying, after she started as an independent artist, Raye literally exploded, and she was coming at us with her album My 21st Century Blues, and it was about to be an explosion. So between June 2022 and October 2022, she released 4 singles. Hard Out There, her first ever release as an independent artist, Black Mascara, and The Thrill Is Gone, and Escapism featuring 070 Shake. This song literally broke TikTok. Its virality was actually crazy. The single peaked at the first place on the UK singles chart, and it even rose to the 22nd place in the Billboard Hot 100. I hope that you realize that for an independent female artist in the music industry, this is actually crazy. And that is why, in February 2023, our Lil Raye released her first ever full-length album, My 21st Century Blues. To promote it, she even went on a mini tour, The Story So Far, in Europe and North America. I listened to the whole album for this video, and let me tell you, I am obsessed. I'm in the shower, my 21st Century Blues. I am working, my 21st Century Blues. I'm writing this video, my 21st Century Blues. Also, I wanted to say the singles were perfectly picked. When I was writing this video, I was trying to think about my favorite songs in order to share them with you. But as I was thinking again and again, I realized that the song that really stuck out for me were the singles. And also, as a good TikTok fan, the music Escapism had been on repeat in my playlist since October. I really recommend you go listen to it. This album is amazing. It goes to you full force. She is vulnerable, she is having fun. Her musical versatility is actually amazing. There are so many instruments on this album. It's really a good time if you appreciate music. As I said in the intro, I am not surprised that the music of Raye went viral on TikTok. Because there's no debate, she is an amazing songwriter, but she also has this very vulnerable touch to it, this genuine tone. She really is speaking from her heart, and I think that a lot of people related to her music for that. And her music is also very cinematographic, like it really sets a scene when you listen to it. So with relatability, catchiness, and a cinematographic tone, you have a song that blows up on TikTok. If you were there when Escapism blew up, you just know. It was everywhere. It was in all the aesthetic videos, all the vlogs, all the lifestyle stuff. You had so many transitions in art, in makeup, in beauty. Everyone was using the song and it was crazy. Like, it was just on my For You page for days and days and even weeks. There are free TikTok sounds for Escapism under the official account of Raye, and they have a combined 1,085,000 videos under them. Could you take a little step back and realize that this is actually crazy? Raye gracefully shares her emotions in her music. She is genuine yet confident, she has the aesthetic and the musical skills, and this is why I think she will be one of the main pop girls to follow in the following years. Our girl Raye is a success story, but she had to go through hell to obtain her dream. I talked about her rocky years, but I also want to take a second to acknowledge the fact that when Raye was working on her music at a young age, a music producer sexually assaulted her. She never spoke his name because we know what happens to the victims who come forward in the music industry, but she talked about her experience and what it did to her in her song Ice Cream Man, which is on my 21st Century Blues, and it truly is heartbreaking. Now, before I end this video, I want you and I to take a good look in each other's eyes and recognize something. The 7 years of hell Raye has been through wouldn't have happened if she was a white man. But she isn't, and this is the reason why Polydor used her so easily to write songs for others or with others, rather than seeing her as her own individual that was able to be an artist. And we know she would have been taken more seriously if she hadn't been a young woman of color. But despite all that, Raye is it. She is an amazing artist and she is going viral. She is killing the charts. She is here to stay. I am so happy that things are working out for her now that she is working as an independent artist. And I'm also so happy that we have platforms such as TikTok where artists can actually make it on their own. It's not always possible, it's not always easy, but before the only options for artists was to work with the labels, with the radios, and sometimes this was way too big for artists to use these tools. So to end this video, since I was talking about women of color who were taken for granted as artists, I wanted to share 2 artists with you that I found on TikTok and that I have been obsessed with. So the first one is Lisbeth _6373. She has the most amazing voice and her videos are really cute. She also has like a great aesthetic.
Sometimes I wake up by your door. Hot summer nights, mid-July.
The second one is Aimisa I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She has one of the most aesthetically pleasing vibe that I've encountered in a while, so I really recommend you go follow these two artists. This is now the end of this video. I know, so sad, but there can be other ones. I am working on other videos, don't worry. So to encourage me, you can like this video, you can leave a comment to tell me what you thought about it and what artists you want me to feature in the future. You can follow my channel in order to support me and see what is coming next. And if you're feeling a little frisky, a little adventurous today, you can share this video with a friend. Bye!